Alright, now we're moving on down to our next set of characters here. Guardian was got from down in 3 Jotuns in a single world. Seer was got from exiting the Bifrost 10 times. And now we get to the tough ones. Berserker! This is unlocked by getting 20 enemies in 10 seconds. Just kill them all. So it makes sense. You kill a bunch of guys and go ham. So we have Building Wrath. This is the whole mechanic. Kind of talked a little bit about in the Guardian. Probably make this a passive, so I'm not spending a skill point just to unlock the class. Would be kind of cool. So hey, you get the passive, so when you deal damage, you build up Wrath, increase the attack speed. Yeah, makes sense. Just go for it. Everyone loves Rage for Berserker types. So fits with the DPS theme of just whop whop whop. 25% chance to deal highest combo damage. Cool. Yeah, boosted up, so now you got 50-50 shot to where you're going to hit for max. Hey, that's really good. Keeps going, so the more you attack, the more combo damage you do, so makes sense to me. You got 3 different styles. Two-handed, and, well, one-handed. Not bad, you know, that's perfectly fine. It's nice to have something that's really focused into two-handed. I guess that's actually true. The Berserker does not have sword either, so it's 6 out of 8, not 7 out of 8. So I spoke incorrectly in that previous one. Dark and Fire. Fire is perfect because it's all about attack speed and doing damage. So pretty much you're going to run Fire. I mean, running Dark makes sense too because you're going to be debuffing all the time. So might as well be applying those voids. So that checks out. That all synergizes pretty well. Fire and Dark, yep. Just Fire, and Fire and Dark, yep. So Berserker's in a really good spot as far as masteries go, just to see some more spears, and then they will actually be filled out completely, which is awesome. A lot of different opportunity for play. The only note on the Axe Mastery is, well, there's only a matter of time until you allow dual wielding. Instead of having a shield in your offhand, so instead of just a one-handed with no offhand Berserker going nuts, you got 2! And maybe that's an ability that they get as the Berserker has, is the ability to wield 2 single-handed. So, just something to think about. On my roadmap, it's in there. Fret not. Alright. So you have your I'm upset and I want to hurt, and my please don't hurt me, I will hurt you first versions. So battle resistance, you have 50% chance to resist slow and stun, and then battle resistance, you have 100% chance to resist stun and slow. What? Why does the Berserker have this? Like, I get that at a full rage bar that, yeah, I could see this mechanic applying, but if you don't have a full rage bar, why do you just naturally have it? You really don't see slow at all. I think Garadir is the only one that applies a slow, besides the Selkies with their attacks have a slow, but outside of that I never see a slow applied. Stuns, on the other hand, well, that's pretty much just getting shocked by the Linorms. This is a cool, definitely a cool skill, but I'd either limit it to where it's you have to be at full rage in order for it to apply, or probably just move it over to defensive class and give something else going on. So on my roadmap, I'm keeping it in there, but putting it at full rage. Striking Fear, stun nearby enemies. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Their friend died, so they're like, oh my gosh, what the heck just happened? Makes sense. Checks out, seems good. So Undying Anger, self-revive when Wrath is empty. Kind of the same note that I had on the Iris Gift. This really needs an animation. So yes, your Wrath is not empty. You self-res, cool. Instead of it just proccing off of... So imagine the way that it's that's programmed is if the next damage calculation would set your health equal to or less than 0, that it would heal for a certain amount and put this ability on cooldown instead and make the little notification. Cool, that's one way to do it. I probably would have let the character go down, have a really cool animation effect that shows them getting revived and bursting out in flames, pushing everybody back, so that the player is very aware in the middle of the heat of combat, pun intended, that their ability is no longer available, and they probably should look at retreating if they're not going to be able to finish off the foes. Same thing with Ira's Gift. It also needs an animation. So instead of having it be in program to, if HP would equal less than, or would become equal to or less than 0, instead just let the player go down and have the ability start activating afterwards with a cool effect. So, but yes, it definitely fits overall. That's my only note on that. It looks good though. I like it. Fire Embrace works perfectly. Alright, moving up here. Infernal Rage. Plus 25% damage under 50% HP. Hey, that is a classic Berserker thing. You know, everyone likes to be at low health and just making sure they do more and more damage. Yeah, cool. Checks out. No issues there. There's the Dark Embrace. Fine with that. Wrath Unleashed. Unleash a blast after 2 seconds of full wrath. So after you've maxed out that wrath gauge, just hammering on foes, it does a big AoE burst, which is pretty cool. Everyone loves more damage, and especially if you got to combine with the stun set, it's just stunning and blasting and stunning and blasting. So the Berserker really fills out the wave clear kind of guy, that, or gal in this case, that really just loves clearing waves more than anybody else. So this fits. I like it. Weapon durability, once again, same note as always. Either make it so there's a hardcore mode where it actually matters, or just get rid of them and put something else cooler in. So, Wrath Appease. Gain mana when you hit enemies with a blast. Well, not really, because for the most part, everything else says you have attack speed. You have combo attack speed. So why am I using mana? I mean, unless I'm specifically using a Fire Axe build just to get the attack speed buff off of that one. I don't know why I need mana, and I probably should be using mana because I feel like I'd get more DPS out of just combo attacking over and over and over. So I guess that's neat, but for the most part, not really useless. On my roadmap, I have that swapped out with a armor rend instead, so it removes their armor altogether. Maybe not a total percent, but just does an armor rend. So hey, I blast them. Now I can get through them even easier. So HP when hitting enemies with a blast. This says I don't want HP back, and this says that I get HP back. I'm still fine with it, just because having a self heal is pretty cool. I mean, aside from the Seer's ability, like, I guess that's really the only way to get HP back, so totally fine with it. On my roadmap, it's still in there. It's perfectly okay. So, all right. Yeah. So overall, Berserker definitely says, "Hey, I'm here to wave clear and just auto attack." And by auto attack, I mean left click over and over and over. So, looks good. Yeah, just minor adjustments to need the animation here, and probably switch that with armor in. And then battle resistance when you're at full. Other than that, great spot for Berserker. Well, that's all for Berserker for now. Thanks for watching. Drop some comments below. Feel free to give me your input on what you think about the Berserker. So keep watching the series. If this is the first one you've watched, there's plenty more that you kind of got missed out on, because this was a big recording that I took and then chopped up in a bunch of pieces and had to go back and edit. So the train of thought may be a little over the place, but hey, that just means you gotta go watch everything else to get caught up. Sorry. Alright, well, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, buddy, and check you later.